Hello students, my name is Stacy Crabb. Today I'm going to show you how you can work through the choice board of independent work you have offered today. So you'll notice that you have three options today that you could respond to your learning. You have to choose one to show your teacher what you've learned, but if you would like to try all three, you can do that as well. So first I want to show you the different assignments and explain those to you. So let's look here at option one. Let's see if I can make this a little bigger. All right. So here it says, why do you think the author chose to write the book as a conversation between a cat and a moth instead of two people? So you need to take a few minutes to think about why the author would have done that. And then you're going to share your ideas next to your student number below. Now, remember, we want to respect each other's space. We're not deleting anybody's work or writing in somebody else's box. So your teacher would have gone through these rules with you. So if this is the option that you choose, you're going to scroll down to your student number, and then you're going to click the mouse next to your student number. Then you'll begin typing. So let's see the question again. It says, why do you think? So you would start with a full sentence. Make sure you uppercase your letters. I think the author chose to, and you would continue your writing like that. Now, once you're done, if you want to respond to an idea of someone else, you can highlight their response. I'm just going to highlight their student number because there's nothing there right now, but you'll highlight their work and then you'll go to the commenting right here in the upper right hand corner and you'll add a comment. Now you can pick to all, or you can just choose to that person, but we'll say all, and then, oops, what happened here? Oh, here we go. And you'll say, oopsie, agree with you. I think it was a great choice because, and then I don't want to give you any answers, but you can keep writing. Then you'll hit comment and the student will see your response. So this is option number one. All right. So now let's go up. Let's shrink this a bit. Now this is option number two. Draw pictures similar to the ones on pages 8 and 9 of Oscar and the Moth to show what you do in the morning, at lunchtime, and in the evening. Write a caption for each picture, making it sound like a story. And then at the end, you'll have a chance to discuss your work with the class. So there's lots of ways you could do this. You could draw it on a piece of paper, take a picture and post it. But one app we're going to try today is called Cami. So when something is in blue and underlined, it's often what we call a hyperlink. So if you click on that, it will take you right to the page that we need. Now it will prompt you to sign in. Now, when you sign in, you can sign in with the Google that you use for your Google Meets and your Google Classroom. Now, you'll see lots of options here, but today we're going to pick where it says new blank page. And we're going to want a blank page. Now, you are going to draw your pictures here and add your text or your captions as well. So you'll see you have a few different options here on the left. So let's start with the text box. Now, I'm not going to write a story because that's what you're going to do, but I will just show you how you put text in there. So you're going to type your text in there, and then you should be done. Then if you want to put text for the next picture, you can click it right there. You drag your box to make it as big as you need, and you put your text there. Now, as far as drawing the picture, you'll see you have a few different options here. You have the drawing, which has a paintbrush, and you have different thicknesses of the stroke. You can make very thin strokes, which are almost invisible. You can make medium. Let's say if we want to make like some whiskers or something coming up, we could do that. Or you can make it much thicker, right? So let's say, the side of a rock or a building or something. Now, you can also change the color. They have 9 or 10 standard colors here, or you can pick from a palette of colors as well. After you're ready for the next color, you click it, you draw save, and then you continue to draw your picture here. So as the directions said, you're going to draw pictures of what you would do in the morning, in the evening, and the night. Now, in order to show your work to your class, you have 2 options. One option is you can do what's called a screenshot. So if you're using a Mac, you might need a parent's help because this is a lot of fingers, but you would say, or an adult or a sibling's help from home, you would hold down Command, Control, Shift, 4, okay? And then you'll get that little plus sign and you hold your pointer finger down and use your middle finger to drag across and try to save this. Now, when you're ready, you're going to let go of the mouse and it takes a picture. So we call it a screenshot. Now you can go back into that work, go next to your name, put the cursor there, and then with a Mac, it's going to be Command V. Now, if you're using a different type of device, you can have somebody at home help you Google how you would take a screenshot using whatever device you have. An iPad, often you hold that home button and the side button at the same time, and that makes a screenshot. But whatever device you have, you can Google it. I'm going to erase this for now, but this is how you could do that. Another option is you can go to where it says Save to Google Drive. If you click Save to Google Drive, it will save to your drive, and then you can copy and paste that link next to your name. All right. And our third option here, this is going to be in Seesaw. This is where you're going to take evidence from the text to support each one of these characteristics of narrative nonfiction. So your teacher will provide a link either in Google Classroom, in the chat, or right here on this file that he or she will share with you, and you'll click it. So I'm going to show you how you would go into Seesaw. This is the task. So you would put add response and you'd click on your name. Now, you can write, but it would be very difficult to write there with the pen, but I'll show you in case you need it for other things, right? Like you would click and then you use the mouse pad. But when you have to write more than a couple words, if you use the circle with a T, it's called a text box. And then you can make the text box fit into where you need it to fit. And then I'm just going to write A, B, C, D, E, F. Now, you can make the font smaller or bigger if you need. Okay, and then you can make your boxes bigger or smaller as well. So let's try this again. Let's get our text box. We'll make sure we get our text box in here. Okay, we want to bring it down. Ready? Going to drag it. Okay, and then you could bring it in or you could pull it down, and then you can write right in those text boxes. And when you're finished, you'll click the green check mark and it will be posted to your Seesaw. If you want to do the same thing as I explained in the other one, and then you use Command Control Shift 4 and you want to take a screenshot of that, and then you can post that right into the collaborative doc, you can do that as well. Okay, but just make sure that it goes next to your student number. Okay, but if you do make a mistake and you go on someone else's box on accident, you can go on the top of the file here. You'll see this arrow going backwards, and that's called undo. We all make mistakes, and we understand that. But if for any reason you interact with somebody's work accidentally, right away do undo, and it should be able to put it right back to work. And then later, your teacher will share this file with everybody, and you'll get to share your work. So hopefully you learned how to interact with this file today.